transfer window has finished, and it has finished with one hell of a bang for Manchester United. Agate officially announced by the football club, and 5 minutes later, here we go. Crack out the bunting, get the party poppers out. Jadon Sancho, the problem child of Ten Hag's tenure at Manchester United, is officially leaving Manchester United. He has gone. Loan deal with obligation to buy. All the details of that. Some reports coming out as we speak right now of how much Chelsea will pay next summer. It is reportedly between 20 and 25 million for Jadon Sancho. We're waiting to see what the wage situation is with this deal, whether Chelsea are covering the wages of Jadon Sancho. Maybe the conditions that were being negotiated was the cheaper fee for Jadon Sancho next summer, but 25 million for Jadon Sancho for next summer, and that money for United to spend. This is all looking very good. We're going to get into the details of all this. It's Rev United TV, the 5th stream of Deadline Day. Welcome along for the last time talking transfers, everyone. There are no more rumours. There are no more stories. Only absolute dead certs right now. And the dead certs are United got 5 players in. And we have got some shit out of the door. My God, yes. Give the video a like if you're loving Jadon Sancho leaving the football club. And please give the video an even bigger like again if you're liking Manuel Agate signing officially for the football club. And then you might as well just subscribe so you can celebrate some more when United tonk Liverpool this weekend. Please do subscribe and make sure you hit that bell notification button. Transfer deadline day has finished. Pretty much. What have we got left? 56 minutes I make it until the window slams shut. And the door is slamming shut firmly on Jadon Sancho's career as a Manchester United player. Thank God. Whoa. And this window now has taken on a completely new lease of life for Manchester United. It really has. This has been impressive beyond in terms of what United have got done this summer. It has set the standard out for future windows. We've said this all the way through, but the Jadon Sancho situation, we have to talk about that. Manchester United selling Jadon Sancho, not just getting rid of him now for 10 and knowing that he's gone for good. This sets the tone. This is the turning of the page that we were all looking for. We needed something significant. We needed something that proved this window was going to be different. And Ineos were the regime and were the structure and business to take Manchester United forward. And they have proved it. Not only has Scott McTominay left, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Mason Greenwood situation, Jadon Sancho situation, all of this wrapped up in one big mess has been sent double fast delivery right down the road and out of Manchester United's life, and out of that problem we are now looking ahead at a completely different future for Manchester United. It is fantastic news for this football club. It is fantastic news for Erik ten Hag. He has been given everything he needs. Ineos have bent over backwards to get Manchester United back on track this summer. And my God, off the pitch, United are operating in a completely different way. I'm going to go through all of the stories, all of the headlines as they have come out in order. Well, we got the news on Manuel Agate. And then, like I said, literally 2 minutes, near enough, 2 minutes after that, we got David Ornstein, first of all. Chelsea are now on the verge of signing Jadon Sancho from Manchester United. Initial loan with obligation to make a permanent exit next summer. Fabrizio Romano, here we go. Jadon Sancho to Chelsea on loan with an obligation to buy. Then we're getting more stories out. We got next one was Sammy Mokbel says Jadon Sancho purchase obligation is less than 40 million. After spending this summer on loan at Chelsea, David Ornstein has said Jadon Sancho will be expected to sign a long-term contract at Stamford Bridge next summer. Then Mike Keegan has come out and said the future fee for Jadon Sancho at Chelsea is between 20 and 25 million pounds. It is a full-on, here we go, what an end to a transfer window this has been. It hasn't been the most exciting transfer deadline day, but it's definitely finished with the biggest bang and significant bang. And this is a statement window for Manchester United. I don't care what anybody says. I do not care what anybody says. You've got more stories there, like TalkSport are saying obligation to buy is 40 million for Sancho. I'm not hearing that. I'm hearing more along the lines of 25 million. I'm just going to go through all of the reports as they come in, giving you the stories of what people are saying. I'm not saying any of these are definites. I'm not saying any of these are 100% in terms of figures and numbers, but Manchester United have officially announced that Jadon Sancho, well, they've not announced it, everyone else has, but Manchester United have loaned out Jadon Sancho with an obligation to Chelsea, and United will be bringing in, I reckon, the Mike Keegan story is probably more to the point, more, because I can't see Chelsea going with the obligation and going for 40 million. They would have negotiated terms, which is where I think it is probably fair in coming in at around 25. We're talking about 25 as a cut price deal this summer for United. Let's not forget, next summer, Jadon Sancho's got 1 year left on his contract, and you're sending him away for 25 million. I reckon what's happened here is Manchester United have said to Chelsea, no loan fee, you pay his wages, and then we'll do a cut price deal next summer so you can balance PSR, and 25 million it is. Here we bloody go. Thank you very much. Excellent move. Save the best till last. Adios, Sancho. That's a super chat from Tom. Get your comments coming in, everybody. I'm going to read them out now. We are finishing the transfer window with a bang. It's a late one. We thought it was going to be late. It's less than an hour to go in the window. I think I can sleep safely tonight in the knowledge that this window has been an absolute barnstormer, and I'm not going to be waking up to any more crazy reports of any players coming in. It has been non-stop, and we've covered it all on Forever United TV all the way through from the end of the season to now. It has been an epic one, guys. And I think I'll just be rounding it up in the morning with the 8 a.m. show again. And tomorrow on Saturday morning, just going over everything that's gone down. But we're talking Sancho to finish it off. Eric, mate, it's over to you. Go, says Stu. Yep, it's all on Eric now. Everyone I've watched a bit of the deadline day on Sky, and everyone's like, wow, like Ineos backed Ten Hag by keeping him. They've backed him even more. By what they've done in this transfer window. It has been absolutely epic. And what a day to finish it. It started off the summer with all of the confusion. I know up in the air, Ten Hag's future, what were Ineos going to bring. 1st of July hit and Manchester United went into overdrive. Ten Hag had already been announced. Dan Ashworth got announced. They brought in Christopher Vival. They brought in new coaches. The players started to come through the door. Manchester United started to look like a real outfit. They cut the pre-season tour short. They've brought more sports science in. 100 million spent on the stadium and on Carrington. Things were looking up. The only thing that's left now after this window is shut is Manchester United's first team, because let's be honest, the under-18s, the under-21s, they're all on it. The first team has to deliver now. That is the only thing missing from this football club. We have done everything right this summer in terms of business at this football at Manchester United, and now it's time to deliver on the pitch finally. But yes, Jadon Sancho is out of the door. I'm keeping a track on everything. Get your comments in, guys. TVM, with all the work that Ineos have been able to do in this transfer window, you can only give it a full 10 out of 10. Fantastic news on Sancho. Great bench warmer. Oh, man, like Chelsea fans. Chelsea, thank you. Oh, we were cursing Chelsea last summer when they sold us injury-prone Mason Mount and absolutely ripped us to bits. Oh, you can take this one back. You can take this one straight back there, right back in your face with Jadon Sancho on that one. I've seen your Mason Mount, and I've raised you a Jadon Sancho, Chelsea. Stick that in your pipe and smoke it. God, I hope he doesn't do well now. And I don't end up eating my words. But no, Jadon Sancho is not going to strengthen Chelsea whatsoever. They needed a striker. It now looks like Osimhen's staying at Napoli, by the way. That's another weird situation. But yeah, I think it's coincided with the news that Sterling is close again to joining Arsenal. And it's just left United. And we've cleared decks. We have cleared the deck. My God, like, talk about getting through a workload this summer. It's been absolutely immense from start to finish. Let's just say from the 1st of July forward, when Dan Ashworth arrived, everything that United have done in this transfer window has been at the highest quality of professionalism, I would say. And it is really encouraging now for all United fans that this is the way that United are going to constantly operate with everything going on. Get in there. Like, Cooney signed today. Agate officially signed today. Obi Martin will be official. He's an academy player, so that doesn't need to be announced just yet before any deadline. That is fine. I mean, look at the free agent side now. I mean, the only thing we can look at this is really, like, does Rabiot come in after it? But yeah, so like we said, like, Kone signed, Agate signed, done. Sancho leaves. Fantastic news. Scott McTominay, we get the message from him. It's just all worked out for United this summer. It really has. But you just got to look at it and break it down again. And I'll probably be going on about this for weeks, but I just find it amazing. Some people are still calling it a poor window, like 7 out of 10s and stuff. I just don't get it at all. You're going into a transfer window off the back of the worst Premier League season ever, with no expectations and no money because of the worst underperforming team in Manchester United's Premier League history. And you've got the right likes of Mason Greenwood coming back to Carrington. You've got Jadon Sancho coming back to Carrington. You've got the headache of players coming into the last year. You've got fans crying out for Deadwood to be moved on. To be honest, to get done, Jadon Sancho, Mason Greenwood, Scott McTominay's out of the door, Aaron Wan-Bissaka's out of the door, and to get the 5 players in, and 5 players that are going to improve the first team, not just squad, these are players that are coming in eventually with Ten Hag, then you've switched up half of your team, strengthened in depth while getting rid of shit at the same time. It's a very, very good window for Manchester United, and the best that we've had post Alex Ferguson by a country mile. It's all down to what happens on the pitch right now. 7 out of 10 says Graham, no better than that. I'm just going to give Graham a virtual slap across the face. A man like him and his knowledge of how difficult a situation United were in this summer, that's incredibly disappointing from Graham. He is really just trying to stand out from the crowd there and try and get some airtime, I think, Graham. Graham, shut it down, my friend. No, it's not a 7 out of 10. It's nowhere near a 7 out of 10. You, above anybody else, knows what Manchester United are dealing with this summer. It is more than that. It's at least an 8 out of 10. Bottom line, this transfer window. Anybody who says it's not, no, come on. Look there, you've got the people there actually say, look at that. Please, where is the squad depth? This is a 6 out of 10 window. We are no 1 or 2 injuries away from stinking up the place again, like any other bleeding club, mates. Go into the window if you want, thinking you're going to get loads of injuries again, and go into it with your sad sack sour note. That's fine. You're never going to get anywhere if you're going to look at it that way. Come on, seriously. Oh, God. All people have moaned about also is get rid of the Deadwood. I'd rather see the youth team play 6 out of 10 window because we've not bought the best in class in and we need more squad depth. Well, now we've got rid of the shit. Maybe you can see the likes of Wheatley come through, the likes of Collier come through, the likes of Amas come through, Lacey. Let's not forget Kune, Obi Martin. These young lads, the foundations of what this football club was built on and what everybody last season would rather watch and see than these overpaid prima donnas. But no, just to stand out, let's just call it a 6 out of 10 because we don't like a certain thing that's happened. Bollocks. Absolute bollocks. It's been brilliant, this window. And the only thing that's going to make it any worse is if United carry on playing crap on the pitch. Because it makes the work that's been done off the pitch, it makes it look irrelevant. And that's the problem. It's finding the blend. The structure behind the scenes has to coincide with the coaching and the way that United are going to play moving forward. That's what we need to see now. And it's down to the coaching staff, not just Ten Hag, like Van Nistelrooy, Hack, the players themselves, everybody within the Carrington setup right now. They just need to stand up and actually be counted, be more than counted. And I do believe that this season is going to be pivotal going forward. Because you're either going to get a scenario where we haven't performed and we're going to get the likes of all the Ten Hag outshouts. Is he going to get a new contract at the end because he's underperformed again? And then who comes in if he doesn't want, if they don't want Ten Hag at the end? Look, I think he will turn it around in some way that it can't get any worse than what it was. The players are there now for him to work with. And when you're looking at squad depth, you've got 2 players in every single position on the pitch. How much more do you want? I mean, how many are you allowed to register? What is it, 26 with the Premier League? What more do you want? Two players. Sometimes, look at centre-back. We've got 3 players for both centre-back positions. On the right-hand side, we've got 2 players at right-back. On the left-hand side, we've got 3 players. We've got goalkeepers in abundance. We've got Agate and Casemiro now and Collier to come in and recover and cover them. The only position I would sort of call under scrutiny is Kobbie Mainoo in number 8. Like, Bruno could drop, but that's probably pushing it for Ten Hag to try that. Maybe Rabiot comes in. Like, maybe as a free agent, he's still not been bought by anyone yet. Let's see what happens. There could be more in this window yet. But yeah, it's been a fantastic transfer window for United. And even if you are sort of sceptical of it still, and look, it's your own opinion. I do like to just make a bit of a song and dance about it and a bit of a joke, because I think we have to sort of put like a bit of a comical side onto things as well, and obviously have a laugh about things, have a bit of banter. But even if you are sort of like saying this isn't fantastic or you're not happy with it still, you have to say it's been the most positive transfer window, at least in the last 10 years, because a lot has been done. And all I'll say to anyone who's still not convinced is, like, just imagine Ineos with all of the crap out of the way, which by next summer it will be. And then what's everybody going to complain about? This right now I am buzzing with. I really am. And I'm really looking forward to seeing Agate line up. We won't see him, like we said earlier on, until after the international break now, but still, he's through the door and we know he's coming in. And like I said, it's just, even the young lads, like you're talking about Kune and you're talking about Obi Martin, but there's 4 more academy players that United have brought in through the summer, who are going to be added to the under-21s, under-18 setup that are coming through as well as, let's not forget, the unbeaten under-18s team, which started the season off by beating Man City 2-0 away from home the other week as well. It is absolutely brilliant. So, next summer, I like, my expectations now have gone through the roof after watching this window and covering it day after day after day, talking about everything that we have done throughout and the way that United have done business and conducted business. Looking at Ineos into next summer now, I am absolutely buzzing. I'm really looking forward to what is to come. I cannot wait to get there and see. But first things first, let's get back in that top 4. Let's get back in that Champions League. Getting Sancho off the box is a massive relief, cutting their losses on all the stupid deals and contracts Woodward sanctioned. Yes, Daniel says, I do think the board got it wrong, thinking they could get rid of lots of players with how PSR has stopped clubs signing teams. Yep, Napoli signed McTominay replacements already in Gilmore. Joke McTominay, what an awful player he was for United. Oh, he wasn't awful, just not used right, really. I'm probably overhyped. Nobody has screwed us over in any deals, says Kaz. No, I don't think we have either. I think we've got good deals, and we've got deals that we wanted as a football club. Adam, spare a thought my guy Amrabat, feel bad for him. Hope he gets a good move. I think he is off to... I'm sure he's off... Where was he going now? I heard a story earlier on that it's agreed. Has he gone to Fenerbahce? No, he's gone to another club. I think United have got, actually, in Europa League. I can't remember who it was now. Sancho has been sold, Steve. It's a loan with obligation to buy, so no way out of it. United have done the business. No agreement between Victor Osimhen and Chelsea, even after new proposal presented 2 hours ago. So, looks like Osimhen is staying. Arsenal taking Sterling, just reading through. Dan Ashworth to Brailsford at the European draw today. Then back and making business and things happen. But yeah, like going through everything again, just to break the news to you guys. Chelsea's purchase obligation for Jadon Sancho is around 25 million. That's from Romano. So, yes, I will be back at 8 o'clock in the morning with all the extra details that have gone on overnight. We'll have a lot more to talk about. But, yeah, I think it has been one of them long transfer deadline days. And I think we all need a break from the transfer window. But, yes, football talk starts tomorrow. But we will be rounding up everything in the morning show as well. And, yeah, I am absolutely over the moon. I am buzzing with that. I probably won't sleep tonight. I will because I'm knackered. But you know what? Just thinking about it just gets me excited now for next year. I cannot wait. Bring it on, everybody. Let's go. United next season, honestly, I feel like that is the one. And we're really going to see Ineos come into their own. But for what they have done, hands down, brilliant transfer window. Absolutely fantastic. Buzzing with it. Let's see what we can do on the pitch now. But yep, guys, that is it. Your evening update is done. Jadon Sancho is the final icing on the cake. He has gone. Obligation to buy. Loan to Chelsea. 25 million next summer for Jadon Sancho. Let's not forget, guys, as well, like it would have been, on the official books with United for 4 years if you include the loan for this season. United then getting 25 million. Plus the 10 that we made from Dortmund last season in the loan fee. So 35 million. He's been at the club 4 years on and off. It's not the worst case. We have salvaged as much as we possibly can out of Jadon Sancho. If United have them wages covered this year, then it is an outstanding deal if you look into the circumstances of it. Well done, everyone within Manchester United. Vivel, Wilcox, Barada, Ashworth, all of the crew at United. What a result we have had this transfer window. And let's bring on this new era. It's time to start judging what happens on the pitch again. That's it, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us throughout the day. Our 5th show of the day. Absolutely epic as always. The mods, the members, everybody who's contributed, thank you so much. It's been a brilliant one. And I will see you all at 8 o'clock in the morning. 20 times Man United.